Hello, welcome to Escrow Escapes. This is the real estate stories, market trends, and true tales from the front lines of closings. I am Matthew Halliday, Navy veteran and father of three girls, also a full time real estate agent. Let's get into it.
Keys stacked on the table, wire transfer set for morning. Then the inspector texts, finished sunroom, no permit on file. Funding froze. Everyone held their breath. The seller shrugged. It was done years ago. The buyer stared at the photos. The lender hit pause. The insurer put a question mark next to coverage. Now what? Who wants to move into a house with a hacked electrical tie-in? Not me. Welcome to Escrow Escapes. I'm Matthew Halliday. Today, a short, sharp episode. A real closing that stalled, why permits matter, and the exact moves that saved the deal. By the time we're done, you'll be able to run a permit lookup, understand what lenders and insurers will insist on, and pick one of 3 negotiation fixes if something shows up late. Plus, I'll give you one quick action to do right now. Back to the house. Timeline is everything. The inspection addendum flagged a finished space that didn't match city records. Lenders treat unpermitted structural work as a value and safety risk, and insurers worry about code compliance. So the immediate effect wasn't a negotiation. It was a funding hold. The seller called a contractor. The contractor said he could retrofit and pull permits, but pulling permits properly takes time, typically 2 to 6 weeks, sometimes longer if corrections are needed. Fees and repairs can run from a few $100s up to several thousand, depending on scope. I once saw a 90-day holdback for about $12,000 to cover permit work and inspections. First, how to run a fast permit audit. Start with the property address. Check the city or county online permit search and screenshot the results. If nothing shows, ask the seller for permit paperwork, contractor invoices, and any final inspection or certificate of occupancy. Next, read the inspection report like a detective. Look for red flags. A finished room that doesn't tie into the rest of the house, newer trim on older walls, missing attic access where new ductwork appears, or wiring that stops mid-run. Photos are gold. Zoom in and ask yourself, does this look built to code or patched together? Now, the lender and insurance reality. Lenders want collateral that holds value. For major additions, they often ask for permit records, a certificate of occupancy, or at minimum, a licensed contractor's affidavit, plus photos showing permitted work. Insurers want systems installed to code. If a loss ties back to unpermitted work, that portion of the claim can be excluded. So what do parties actually do when permits are missing? There are 3 practical paths I see again and again. Pick the one that fits the deal's timeline and the parties' risk tolerance. Option 1, an escrow holdback. Escrow holds a chunk of funds, enough to pay for the documented remediation, until permits are pulled and final inspections pass. Typical windows are 30 to 90 days. The buyer gets protections because the money sits in escrow. The seller keeps the sale moving. Option 2, a seller remediation timeline. The seller hires a licensed contractor, posts a performance deposit in escrow, and agrees to milestones and inspections. When the contractor hits milestones, escrow releases staged payments. This is great when you can document the contractor's license and a clear schedule. It trades a little time for certainty. Option 3, a repair credit. The buyer accepts a price reduction or repair credit and handles permits after close. This can work for cosmetic issues or minor systems, but lenders and insurers may still push back on anything structural or major system related. Documentation is the glue here. Whatever path you pick, lender approval of the approach, a licensed contractor's contract and license number, clear timelines and inspection sign-offs. Those are the things that let escrow release funds without later surprises. Let's break it down. Think of this as 3 quick steps you can use on any transaction. Step 1, run a permit audit early. Check online records and screenshot them. Step 2, collect the docs lenders and insurers want. Permits, COs, invoices, contractor affidavits, photos. Step 3, agree the fix up front. Hold back, remediation timeline with a licensed contractor or a credit. That simple discipline prevents last-minute panic. One practical action you can take right now. Open your county or city permit search, type the property address, and screenshot the result. If you see gaps, ask the seller for paperwork and add a short permit contingency to your inspection clause. That one move often saves days and thousands of dollars. If this episode helped you, subscribe to Escrow Escapes for more real-world closings and practical playbooks. Hit follow so you don't miss the next story from the front lines. Your next deal will thank you. That's a wrap on this episode of Escrow Escapes. Thanks for listening, and remember, every deal has its bumps. It's how you navigate them that counts. Catch you next time.
Thanks for listening to Escrow Escapes. For more real estate tips, market updates, and behind-the-scenes stories, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I am Matthew Halliday. We'll see you on the next closing. Thanks. Have a great day.